Hello, good afternoon, good evening, bonsoir. We are here for Tuesday's Access Show with Jeffrey.
Every day up here, Sharon?
Dressed
Unfortunate.
like her today. Look at you.
It's my pocket square.
Yeah, we do go together.
I do like your colors today.
First compliment I've ever received from Jeffrey.
I like this.
He likes the colors, guys.
He
This is
doesn't
from
like you, he likes your color.
Yeah,
it's
I like
from
that shirt.
Stitch
It's like,
Fix.
like kind of bringing back the 60s.
Yeah.
Hip way.
In a hip way. You sounded real hip just then. I get it from
take it
Stitch
back.
Fix. I tell you guys where Stitch Fix is like Netflix for clothes. So go and get it, or if you have any questions, let me know. It's been the best thing for me because I don't like to shop. Are we on? Hi, guys. No.
We're trying some other things.
We're trying to go Instagram Live, you guys, and the technical difficulty. Oh, we're on. Hi! Stand over here so people see you. Hi, guys. Welcome to Daily Blast Live. This is Jeff Schroeder. I'm Tori Schulman. If you're watching on Facebook and YouTube, welcome. We have a great show for you guys tonight, and we want to get your opinions on the one, the only, The Bachelor.
Ari Lyondike?
Ari Lyondike, question mark? So we are about to see tonight, and I overheard you say that you're going to tape it. I'm taping it as well.
I'm going out for Taco Tuesdays.
Oh, nice. Taco Tuesdays.
Yeah,
right on.
we don't go out a
Ooh,
lot. Usually I just cook.
I want some tacos. Anyway, speaking about not being hungry, The Bachelor, Ari Lyondike. Today is the After the Rose ceremony.
Yeah. So,
And it's gonna get down.
wait, did you ever watch The Bachelor?
No, and so I'm hooked on these last two episodes.
So I watched like sporadically. We'd pick like a season here and there. and
Good
we'd watch it.
word.
Oh boy. And so, I know the whole spiel, how it goes down. But a lot of people online are complaining, like, I can't believe yesterday. So you watched yesterday, they let the whole thing unravel live.
Yeah.
I'm sure everyone
And people
knows
are mad
now.
about
It's not a
that.
spoiler now. He picked, so let me get this right. He picked, what's the girl's name?
He picked Becca.
And then now he dumped Becca and he wants to go back to Lauren B.
Right.
I'm on board. Okay, so yesterday people were saying, I can't believe the cameras were rolling during that horrible time. Let's just face the music here. You're only watching because those cameras were rolling. You know what I mean?
And this is spoken from a true reality show contestant. You understand what it means to get good.
Of course. And
TV.
if you didn't have that moment, you guys would have been sad as fans that you didn't have that moment.
That's
Are you
true.
telling me that moment was different than all the other uncomfortable moments that they filmed?
Here's where I have a problem, and I am not a Bachelor person. If you are a Bachelor person, that's awesome. Let me know what you guys think. A lot of people are angry at Ari, but here's the deal. When the cameras were rolling, there was an unedited part. This is what people are upset about. I was watching carefully. She was crying and kept saying, you need to go, you need to go.
I tuned in for like 15 minutes,
and
so
that
I know
was
what
it.
you're saying.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I was so uncomfortable. I was knitting at the time. I'm learning to knit. And nervous energy. And she kept saying, go, I need you to go. You're dumping me, go. And he wouldn't leave. And he finally left, and then you see the producers get him back and have him knock like a weak ass on that door, and it's like, come on.
See, I
let
changed
her
the
be.
channel. I thought he left, and then I switch it back.
No.
I'm like, what are you doing back in the house?
And I felt like that was a bit abusive of her emotional state. I did. I thought, let him go. If she's gonna go, don't let him come back. So that's where people are upset.
You said something interesting before, and we might get some flack for this. But you did say what was running through her head at the time.
And maybe I'm wrong, and if I'm wrong, you guys tell me. All I kept thinking is this. No real wet tears were showing for a long time. And she kept looking like, are you kidding me? You're going to choose someone else? And in my head, I was thinking, she's thinking, I'm the new Bachelorette. I'm the new Bachelorette. I'm the new ka-ching, ka-ching,
I
ka-ching,
thought the same
ka-ching.
thing. Again, she's probably thrown off, shocked in that moment. She
How
probably
much is she in love with this guy?
She might not have been, and
Yeah.
now she's thinking in her head. Again, we could be totally wrong.
We could be way
You guys
off.
could write us and tell us
Yeah,
that we're
let us
wrong.
know what
That's
you guys
fine.
are thinking.
I wasn't watching the whole season, so I don't really know. But I was thinking the same thing as you. Like, she's gonna be the next Bachelorette. She's gonna get
Oh my
more
gosh.
from this than
Anything.
I don't know.
And I know that she was the safe bet. I've heard from people that watched, and Lauren was the more exciting bet. Well, now she has all the leverage. I mean, she's what everyone wants to tune in. She was on last night with Chris Harrison, and she got a standing ovation from women. I mean, we all, as women and men, you want to stand up for someone who got dumped on live TV.
Let me ask you this.
Or not live.
Now I'm going to dig a little.
Ooh.
If you were single and
Yeah.
you went on this show and everyone knows why you go on The Bachelor,
Yeah.
I mean, it's not really to find love. Let's be perfectly honest. It's because you get some sort of notoriety and fame from it, and you could pursue your career in a different way. Coming from someone who was on reality television to do the same
He
thing.
knows what it's like.
So,
First, my bubble.
I didn't even know what reality television was, so I just went on it and whatever. This isn't about me. We'll talk about me another time. But so what I'm saying is, are you along for the ride if you kind of like this guy? You don't know
Yeah.
if you want to marry him, but you're kind of like this guy.
Right.
And
First of all,
he
Ari was
proposes.
so lame.
Okay, but are you gonna go along for the ride just to be chosen as the one?
Yeah, because you get perks if you do say yes.
Right, but you're just saying yes to the engagement. You're not going through with the full marriage.
Correct.
Unless you want to take that next step.
Correct.
But if it were me and I was on a game show like that, reality bachelor show, I would go along with it and say yes. I'll
Me
go
too.
along with the wedding, and then once the cameras are gone, let's talk about it. And see
You
what
and I, let's
happens.
go over, let's have a Cobb salad, and let's say, you know what, this isn't going to work, but we had fun while it lasted.
I'm gonna have fish tacos.
Okay, that's fine. That's totally acceptable if you want to have fish tacos. I'll have the Cobb salad. But the idea is, yeah, you would play it along. So in my head, how in love was she really with this Ari guy, who, by the way, was the most boring individual I've ever seen or met, and he kissed weird. He
met him?
kissed weird. No, but I watched him for 5 minutes. And oy vey, he was terrible. He was so boring.
Well, at least you stuck it out the whole
Oh, he
season.
was
It
so
really got a
boring.
good opinion. We could be totally wrong here. There is true love. I found true love on reality shows.
That's
so
true.
There
If
is,
anyone's
there
gonna
is
talk
the
about it, it's
opposite
you. That's
end of
true.
the spectrum, which I totally agree with. But The Bachelor, it's getting harder and harder for me to believe that there's true love. And
Yeah.
love comes from that show here and there.
But
you
Big
know?
Brother has more matches and babies than the freaking
Than the actual
Bachelor.
Bachelor. I think they have more with the spin-offs like Paradise and all that. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
I agree. So Sarah McKenzie says Ari was lame. Boo! 2 exclamation points. I could sleep through that whole season. Yeah, I thought it was
Now,
really boring.
a question for the audience, because I did not tune in the whole time. Do you think Becca could carry the show as the Bachelorette? That's
Now,
a question
right.
I'd like to know from you guys as the audience. Was there anyone you'd like to see besides Becca, or do you think Becca could carry her own show?
And can I say this? Becca alone, from what I've heard from Erica Cobb, we were chatting, couldn't carry the show, but she can now that she has the leverage and the baggage of being dumped. For some reason, that gives a woman, you want to get her, you want her, you're rooting for her, you're invested for her, and somehow that gives her, I think, the charge that will make her carry throughout a Bachelorette season.
I think, yeah. I mean, I think she's going to be it. I think she's going
Don't
to
you
be
think
it.
it
Yeah,
really? So
it just makes
BH Brady
sense.
says, I keep thinking he's hanging around because he wants to ask for her the ring back so he can give it to the other girl. So interesting, BH Brady. We looked this up. We have no lives.
Well, this is what we have to do.
It's true. It's so interesting.
So
the
I
ring.
thought the same thing. This is weird that we tuned in like at the same time and I thought of the same knowledge. I'm like, okay, wait a second. He's got that ring back now in his hand.
It's an
He is
$80,000
not-
ring, by the
He's
way.
not going to give that ring
No.
to that other girl. There's no way you could do that, Ari Lyondike.
But Ari might think you can, but as a woman and all men, if you're at home watching right now, you say, hell no. So Neil Lane, the famous jeweler, makes the Bachelor rings. They're about $80,000 to $100,000. Retails about $35,000. We've looked it up if you wanted to pawn it later on. He is not going to get the same ring. The ring is given to her by California law. If you propose to someone, it's a gift, and they can't give it back to you.
Come on.
They don't have to give it back to you. So
Hey,
Becca
check her.
keeps that ring, and Lauren is getting, well, I don't want to.
I got you.
We'll see.
Sorry.
We'll be
Hours
getting.
tonight.
We'll be
That was
getting.
weird.
If there is an ongoing, she will be getting another Neil Lane ring,
A different one.
a different one.
Okay, good, because that would be criminal if you had you wear that same ring that he just gave to the other girl that you broke
you
up for and
imagine?
jumped you for the first time. You know what
What,
I'm
I mean,
saying?
that's like looking at. Oh, it's terrible.
Yeah. So tonight, we're going out to eat tonight. So I told my wife, record that Bachelor after the
Heck yeah.
rose.
See, now you're involved.
'Cause now I wanna see it.
So now 2 people that relatively of good taste, I think, who never watched The Bachelor, are now invested. I had my husband tape
I
it
told you, I
too.
watch sporadically.
I know, very good word again, but it's
Same
interesting.
word.
Same word. But what's interesting to me is that we are so invested in this, and we have never watched an episode.
Well, we also are going to
So
talk
good job
about
on
it
The
tomorrow.
Bachelor.
We're going to talk about it tomorrow.
That's
so
true.
I do want to catch in it, but I do, people love like a train wreck, you know what I mean? And I'm no different. I like to watch that too. So I want to tune in just to see all the girls.
Totally.
Kind of give it to
Give it to
Ari,
Ari.
because he should have thought it through before he did what he did. I understand people make, and you know what, Sam I'm going to switch gears here, but I am going to tune in for that. But Sam Shocker did make a great point today by saying, listen, would you rather go through just a couple of hours and a couple of weeks of heartbreak, or would you rather dive into this whole thing, go through the marriage, go through all that, and then be dumped in some other fashion after wasting years of your life? I kind of like the, get it over with quick.
But what Erica Cobb said, which I thought was great, is that it doesn't matter that he dumped her. It was the way he did it and then using her for someone else. He literally said to her, if I spend any more time with you, it's going to waste my opportunity to spend with her. That is a horrible thing to say. Man, woman, alien, raccoon, whoever you are, that's a really, really mean thing to say to somebody.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think of the other side.
Well,
you know?
yeah, well, anyone on Ari's side actually write us in, because I'm trying to find someone who likes Ari, to be super honest with you. Tara Merritt says Becca could totally carry her own show. She's
Oh,
the
okay.
visibility and the sympathy of the Bachelor fans, and that is an army of people.
Oh,
if
yeah.
you make a mistake on The Bachelor and you've got the backing of the Bachelor beehive, I call it a bit.
No.
No, we're not
Okay.
calling that? Okay.
If you take the beehive's going to come after you.
Okay, and they'll swarm you is what they said. Okay, very fascinating. This is very exciting. So people are tuning in to watch. If you guys didn't know, also some exciting news to share with Jeff. Even though it's political, it's very exciting. Maryland has just passed a new law. You want to take this?
I was just looking.
Yeah, Maryland has passed a new law, guys, that if you want their electoral votes in the presidential campaign, no matter what, Republican or Democrat, if you want their 10 votes, you have to release your tax reports. So in no way, shape, or form can you now win Maryland at all, the whole state.
That does it for me.
Yeah. I was like trying to make it all like Bachelor.
Tori's good at this.
I'm like, Ari is Maryland and the president is the Bachelorette.
If you want to talk about Vanderpump Rules, I'll come back.
Actually.
No, I have to go anyway.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
So I want to read what you guys are saying. Hello, very beautiful people. What up, DBL Nation? Good segment, Jeff and Tori. Wow, maybe that's going to become something, huh? So, that's really interesting. Also, in the White House today, whether you're Republican or Democrat, Gary Cohn, who is Trump's economic advisor, has just resigned. So I said you could make a Guess Who board with the amount of people that are leaving. You know that game, Guess Who? Gary Cohn said the tariffs on steel were the end of the last straw. He is out, and I've grown up in D.C. my entire life amongst politics, and never have I seen a clown car of people leaving like this. So we have a great show for you guys tonight. We're going to be talking about, obviously, Ari, and then we're also going to be discussing a little bit of a good conscious question for you guys about millennials not wanting to see as sexualized advertisement anymore, which I think is awesome. Al sounds off on some things, which is a great segment. What are you guys most excited for in The Bachelor? Oh, Sierra McKenzie, yes, Maryland. I love that law. Can we see the Lego figures of DBL? We'll show that later today, too. So, guys, let me know. Are they showing The Bachelorette tonight? I think they announced who it is 2 hours tonight. So we'll find out who it is. My bet, Becca, 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 Becca. Love to you guys all. Keep watching on Facebook or YouTube, and you're going to see a great half-hour show. Bye! Welcome to Daily Blast Live. It's Tuesday, March 6th, and we are the only live show that covers what you're talking about right now. The Bachelor and all of his exes are in the same room at the same time on live television, and people are losing it. Are we in for big fireworks? Plus, someone else is saying goodbye to President Trump. Breaking details on a very high-level aide leaving the White House. But first, let's get started with the top 5 trending stories happening right now. I got to toss it down to my boy with the great pocket square, Jeff Schroeder. Take it away, Jeff.
Thank you so much, Tori. Show them it's because it matches your dress, Tori. Love that dress. All right, guys, we are live. I'm here with radio girl Erica Cobb, TV personality Sam Shocker, and everyone's favorite comedian, Mr. Al Jackson.
Tori didn't say anything about my outfit.
She liked that. She liked it, buddy.
Thank you, Jeff.
You look cute. Look at it, all cleaned up, nice, shaved.
All right.
I was looking good tonight.
I feel good. We can start the show.
We're a trending news and entertainment show that is live, and we cover what is happening right now, like Al's facial features. All right, we're just moments away from what could be the most shocking Bachelor after the final rose show ever. Even people who don't watch are talking about it. Look at that. Oh, there he is, the man. Ooh. Tonight, for the first time, Ari Lyndike, ex-fiance Becca, and the woman Ari left for her, Lauren B, will all be in the same room since he broke off the engagement. Will he now propose to Lauren B? We'll have to see tonight. Will she say yes? And will he have to face Becca's wrath? Ooh, it all goes down tonight in the live after the rose ceremony. I think I sold that.
Yes.
That was like a WWE intro. Well done, sir. I'm hyped now.
Erica Cobb.
I did it for Erica to get her like in fighting mood.
Let's say you're Lauren. Okay, you once had something with him. He told you that he loved you.
Right.
He went on with Becca, and then tonight he's going to propose to you. What would you do?
Uh-oh.
I'd be like, homie, are you serious right now? First of all, I just want every woman who is watching right now to know you are not to settle for a man, period, okay? If he's lukewarm about you, let him stay lukewarm by himself, okay? You should never, ever even contemplate being in a relationship with a man who decided hours before who he was going to spend the rest of his life with. That is so weak. It is so weak. And this guy is like a weak excuse for a man.
Well, just to get Erica fired up a little more, let's see that face-off video again one more time. Who's Ari going against? This might get Erica wound up a little bit. Uh-oh, there it is, Erica. There it is, Erica.
Yeah,
The booth is on
completely
fire.
unimpressed with how he handled the whole Becca situation. That is no way to break off anything, especially like they blindsided her. There was no precedence for bringing her back and recording her getting dumped. Like
She was on a game show to
thank
win a
you.
husband.
It's not a game show.
Like,
it's a
well, who
reality.
cares?
So let's talk
These
about
aren't real people.
Let's talk about that.
no real
too.
people.
Because
Yeah.
ABC's facing backlash for that, for airing the unedited breakup yesterday. I'm guarantee you people tuned in to watch that. Absolutely. Members of the Bachelor Nation took to Twitter to vent. Daniel Tom tweets, ABC, this is really, really exploitative. And it's gross. The show spraying it on her on camera.
Yeah.
Isn't that what we tune in to watch, though? Let me keep going. And Sarah Colonna tweets, wait, Ari doesn't want it to happen live, but brought a camera crew to break up? LOL, he's so...
Yeah, he does.
But host Chris Harrison defended the decision to film the breakup. Here he is on ABC's Good Morning America.
16 years of this, and that was breathtaking. It's going to take a little bit of time to process all of that. There was no way Ari was going to do this and look great. But in my opinion, you don't get to just tell the fairy tales.
Really, Chris Harrison, a sunset is breathtaking.
Wait, can I just say this,
Watching
Erica?
someone be
Erica?
embarrassed on television isn't yet.
That's what they
You heard
signed
the
up
saying,
for.
like, if a tree falls in the woods and no one's there? It's the same with The Bachelorette. It's like, look, if a woman cries on TV and there's not a camera crew, did it happen?
That's a good point.
That's not okay. We know that this is monetized. $100 to the first person who cries. Remember the woman that we just
do know
interviewed?
that. But Erica, this isn't the first season of this unknown reality show. This is the upteenth season. Everyone knows what they're signing up for. They do it for fame. No one's doing it for love.
They're not.
They know what they're getting
If they
into.
wanted to be in love, they'd be on Tinder.
No. Really, Al? Tinder?
Black
no.
people meet.
I'm saying people actually there is some investment in this, and this is embarrassing regardless. I mean, people have psychological issues after they leave things like this. Becca
They
was
have psychological issues going in.
No, Becca was completely embarrassed. She was, and that was not right. There was no precedence for this in all 20-something seasons. There's no way she would have known that something like this was going to happen.
But you don't think they should have aired that?
No!
But all
and for
the
Chris
other-
Harrison to say, we also have to tell the non-fairy tales. We'll talk about someone who actually knows what the hell's going on. She did not know that was coming. That was not
how about
fair.
the first
The
night-
game was over, and he was still playing, just like he's playing us right now.
Okay, let's move on.
I don't know. How about that that first night when everyone gets drunk and falls in the pool and they have to ask them to leave. Should that not be aired? Air everything. That's what
They
people
know what they're
people
doing.
want to see a train
They got me
wreck.
drunk
No
before I
one
went
has
on a blind
ever
date.
seen this after the show has wrapped for them to come back and do something. How would she have known that
Girl,
was
they
what
say
was
that
going to
after
happen?
every season, though. Whether it's
All right, I'm getting the
whether
wheel.
it's Caitlyn sleeping with the guy before they get to the fantasy suite, every season there's something new going on. This is just another version.
This
of The
was
Bachelor.
low. This
It
was
is
low.
low.
Big Brother
It
has
is
a better
low.
record than The Bachelor. I just want to let you know. All right, digital producer Kelly Schubert with news at the moment.
Yeah, another person out at the White House tonight as President Trump's top economic advisor, Gary Cohn, announces his resignation. CNN reports Cohn and the president disagreed over Trump's recent decision to impose tariffs on steel and aluminum imports, and a source tells CNN that was apparently the last straw. White House officials say he's expected to leave in the coming weeks. Back to you.
It's just like,
Wow.
I'm like,
Dumbfounded?
this is the White House. This isn't a call center at Sprint where people just leave. Like, this is like, this is our White House. It's just like every day. I
Every
think
day.
they're talking about
Every day.
2 more people leaving at the end of, with Ivana and
Ivanka
Jared.
and Jared. And Cohn has had this long-standing history of being a big proponent of free trade. So can you imagine, here he is, the advisor to Donald Trump, and Donald Trump does that. It's no surprise that he would resign, but you're right. This feels worse than House of Cards.
Right. I mean, it was last week. It was Hope Hicks. The following Friday, the 2 days later, it's it's Cohn.
Dude, you
we're
need to
gonna
start
leave-
writing them down to remember all.
Exactly.
crazy.
How
I know.
sad is that?
I know. It is sad. Let's move on here. Because Ryan Seacrest's red carpet coverage during the Oscars took a big ratings hit. His coverage was down a whopping 43% with adults 18 to 49 years old, averaging a total of 1.3 million viewers for E! Network. That's not good. This coincides with the rating dip for the Academy Awards overall. So, I mean, I get it. A lot of people are going digital and they're not really watching TV as much anymore. We saw that with the Super Bowl. We saw that with the Academy Awards. But 43% for E! That's a
lot.
Kick in the stomach, but a little lower, you know?
Right. Low so higher than the knees.
In the balls, you can say that.
All right. Okay. Yeah, but I mean, no, you know what? That is actually, when we're talking about a 43% ratings dip, you can say it was a kick in the balls.
I just don't know if are people tuning into E's red carpet anymore? Is it E?
Obviously not.
Well, I think E! also had a public relations problem just based on red carpets when celebrities were going after them for how they handled the Kat Sadler situation. I think the Oscars were at an all-time low, so of course they're going to have a dip from that. And I think that people were probably conflicted about the Ryan Seacrest thing, not because I think that people think he's actually guilty. I just think that people don't like him because he's successful.
Oh, interesting. I was just told by Rena Popper, EP, that E's overall ratings are down 15%. So there you go. And, I know that when Ryan went and paired up with Kelly for, their Oscar recap for Kelly and Ryan, it did very well for them. However, we can't compare it. We looked. I can't compare it to how she did with Michael.
Right.
And it does well, too, because it's on ABC. It's after GMA.
And also,
so
I was just thinking, I want to cut you off, but like you sparked something when you said, when you're talking about E! I think their viewers are younger, so their viewers are going to be, cutting the cord, and watching things on their
Great
devices.
point.
Whereas ABC, CBS, that's why CBS still has such great ratings. It's because their viewers are older and
That's a good
they
point.
still watch TV.
I got you. All right, no more Bobby Brown. He gone. All right, media maven Ebony Steele has a new trending story coming in hot.
You better believe I do, Jeff. Listen up, Southern Charm fans. Your favorite reality show is back, and this time it's based in New Orleans. Okay, I'm gonna stop. I sound like the Popeyes lady. But anyway, it follows a group of Louisiana socialites and is sure to be full of glitz, glam, all of the drama and shade. Bravo teased the new series today. Take a look.
New Orleans, the Big Easy, baby. We live in the exclusive epicenter of fine food, soulful music, and wild times.
One more round of shots.
My circle is well-to-do, easy on the eyes, and most of all, well-connected.
Party time.
And though we all have our different histories and beliefs,
There's a lot of spirits in this house. I need to move out.
we all manage to be a big melting pot of gumbo around here.
Now, the series premieres on April 15th. On April 15th, that is, on Bravo. Will you be watching? Back to you guys.
Did you?
I don't know, but I want some crawfish
Did
now.
you all see that woman coming down the stairs with her beautiful ball gown, and when she lifted her leg, underneath her ball gown was a dog? Did you?
No.
Who was that?
I think you just didn't get enough sleep last night.
You know what? Leave me. I probably did.
Bye, Sam.
Don't step on that dog on there.
TV Foundation, back me up. Did you see the dog right?
Write us in.
No
Did
one
you
saw
see a
the
dog?
dog.
Oh, Rosh did. You're right.
Thank you.
There you go.
Jeez, just because I look for details.
Daily Blast Live covers trending stories and breaking news as it happens. Tori Shulman. Did you see a dog, Tori?
I don't know. I feel Sam finds rescue animals everywhere. So good. A popular children's show is getting a reboot, plus our two-man crew gets rejuvenated. Maybe your man may want to get in on the fun. And we're still talking about that Bachelor finale that caught us all by surprise. But guess what? Al Jackson sounds off about it. Coming up next. People are writing in, and people are saying that. Oh, I thought he was talking to me. Carrie Hill was saying, I agree with you, Erica. However, this is TV, and this is The Bachelor, period. I also am, and I always agree with Erica Cobb. I almost always agree with Erica Cobb. That is not true. That's not true, actually. That's very untrue. But I think this is such, I think she wasn't even hurt. I don't think she was ever in love with him. I think it's all fake. I think it's fake. I think she didn't even really cry. I heard like, and then I did see tears at the end. But in my opinion, she was like, I'm the new Bachelorette. I'm the new Bachelorette. I'm the new Bachelorette. So to me, she was never in love with him. I didn't see any.
Well, the entire season, though, she was never emotional. That's the reason
She
why.
was always ice cold.
Yeah, not ice cold.
She wasn't
just
into
not
him.
emotional.
And what if she just wasn't into him, like Tori said?
No, she was into him, but she's not emotional.
Maybe she's
Some
not
people
emotional.
just aren't emotional.
I understand that, but what if she's not emotional because she's not into him? Maybe if it was another guy, he would have brought that out of her.
Right.
No, I don't. I think that coming from someone who doesn't get super emotional all the time, I think you can still express your feelings without having.
You
much
get
time.
emotional without getting emotional.
I see you get emotion.
I see emotion.
Yeah. Especially when you talk about Spike.
That's her
But
dog.
I don't just cry.
No, but there's different emotion. You don't have to cry.
I think
she didn't really show
people
any emotion.
equate emotion like crying with emotion.
You
I don't
believed
think
her
crying's
though?
the only
Did you
emotion.
believe her last night?
I believed her the entire season. She was the first one to really fall for him.
This is
She
random
was.
as
For
fuck.
the entire season,
But,
she felt
when I was
like
playing improv,
she's been over the.
one of the
She has
waitresses,
really.
Is there
her
tell me
brother
this, because
married
Erica's
Bootsy
watched every
Collins'
episode of
niece,
this season.
and she said that.
I just want to know
Bootsy Collins dresses
if
like
she
that
could
all
carry
the
the
time.
show.
Like,
That's
when-
what I want to
I've
know.
asked her that.
Like
With the
it's
sympathy,
not-
But
it's
real
not an
quickly,
outfit.
any positive
It's a
attributes
life-
about
it's a
Ari?
lifestyle,
Any.
yeah.
10 seconds. Come back to 10.
Do you believe that the children are our
5
future?
seconds. 3.
Yes, you should teach them well.
And
Let them lead the way. Welcome back to Daily Blast Live, the only live show that covers trending stories live as they actually happen. And it's time for everyone's favorite segment, Al Sounds Off, when comedian Al Jackson goes off on the wildest stories he can find with just a little help from Jeff Schroeder. Take it away, guys.
Thank you, Tori Shulman. It's time for everyone's favorite segment, Al Sounds Off, with everyone's favorite comedian, Mr. Al Jackson.
Sir, how are you? And first of all, Tori, it's a lot of help. from
It's a
Jeff.
lot of help.
Not a little help.
Thank you, Al. Thank you. All right, let's get right to it. Last night on The Bachelor, Ari handed out his final rose to Becca, but it is obvious he still has feelings for the runner-up, Lauren. Al, you know that. Let's take a look.
I'm sorry to put you through this.
I still love you.
I love you too.
It was so weird. I could barely hear what was happening. There's so much nature sounds behind it. It's like water and birds. I'm like, you're getting dumped at the botanical gardens. And first of all, she's lucky to get rid of this guy. This guy's dressed like the guy that kicks you out of the casino for being too drunk. I don't like it.
You don't like that guy?
Yeah, I don't like it. But you know what? She's gonna do the best she can, and now she gets to do a walk of shame. But she's sober. So let's go to the next one.
All right, we all know the thumb is the most lucrative finger. Luckily, this company figured out a way, good shot, for him to cash in on his third thumb, Al.
Oh, Jeff, this is great if you're practicing to be a Bond villain. I love it, and it's good because, you're going to spend a lot of time by yourself, so you need to be able to grip things tightly. Unfortunately, it's not going to be reality.
Let's roll it along. Let's roll it along. All right. Paris Fashion Week is wrapping up, Al, so you know what that means. It's time for Al Fashion Jackson to weigh in on the hottest looks from the runway. Here we go, Al. Our
Jeff,
first one.
unfortunately, this is the only way this person's going to be a star. I like that they stepped out there, but I like pillows even more, and she cut up my pillow, and because of that, she's going to get an Al Jackson thumbs down. Jeff, how do you feel?
I give it a thumbs up. If anyone wears that, I'll give you credit.
All right, let's go to the next one.
There we go.
Yeah, I like this. First of all, it reminds me of being a little kid making a pillow fort.
Yeah.
He just started wearing one, and I love it. He looks comfy. I'm digging this, and because of that, you get the Al Jackson thumbs up. What do you think, Jeff?
Man, that sleeping bag's way too big. I'm going thumbs down.
All right, let's go to the last one. Oh, it's an egg frittata. Who knew that laundry baskets could walk? But you know what? They stepped out there, and it remind me to do my household chores. So because of that, it gets an Al Jackson thumbs up. What about you, Jeff?
Who doesn't like pancakes? Thumbs up, buddy. There we go.
It.
All right.
That's Al.
That's Al. Thumbs up, everybody. And this is Al Fashion Jackson. We are live. Digital producer Raquel Villanueva with news at the moment.
Well, there's a famous dog ready to make a comeback. It's not Lassie or Rin Tin Tin. Here's a clue. It's Blue! That's right. Might be here too. Nickelodeon is ordering 20 new episodes aimed at preschoolers with a refreshed take on the 90s kids classic, Blue's Clues, and they're looking for a new host. Any guy or gal between 18 to 25 can be part of the open casting call. We'll post that information on our social pages. Back to you.
Thanks, Raquel. What is that noise?
It's Blue!
All right, settle down. It sounds like we're back at the Botanical Gardens now. All right, Daily Blast Live is all about live news as it's happening. Tori Shulman, what's going on?
I don't know. What's happening to us? All right, well, we have a lot of great comments. A lot of you are completely agreeing that Ari is the worst. We have yet to get one comment of people liking Ari. So, guys, we're waiting to hear that. Coming up on Daily Blast Live, our two-man crew goes on an unlikely adventure. Here's a hint. It's something your man may want to do, too.
Who are we?
Was it a quote? Yeah, he got it. Did you hear it out? Yeah, I did hear it. I can't lie.
Where's the other one from?
Thank you. I'm doing better. What is it?
Who am I?
Oh, that's Ben Stiller.
Yeah,
that's Zoolander. All right, real quick, guys. Sierra McKenzie, Ari was lame. Boo, couldn't sleep that whole season. No one's written in yet with a pro Ari yet.
No,
at all.
not even his mama can be on his side. And his parents fell in love with the women just as fast as he did. I mean, no one has any vetting skills anymore.
I mean, that's just go to Cobb. She's amazing.
God,
No. BH Brady says, I keep thinking he's hanging around because he wants to ask her for the ring back so he can give it to the other girl. BH Brady
couldn't be.
We spoke about this.
I don't
She took
think.
it off when he was sitting there.
Yeah, and I saw that. I saw like he's got to give that back to ABC or The Bachelor or whoever owns that ring.
He
because
didn't buy it.
He didn't buy it. Definitely did not buy it. And he's going to
Fire.
give that one back. And if he marries or asks to engage, do you think he's going to ask Lauren B to be
I think
engaged
he's
tonight?
tacky. Yeah, he's gonna ask, and then he's
No,
gonna
but not
take
the
that
same
In
same
front
ring.
of all those
Oh,
people?
he's gonna take the ring back.
I hope
She's gonna
she's
switch it
gonna
out.
too.
Neil Lane's
That's what
gonna
I
come
said.
back. I told
Yeah.
Neil to drop off too.
So she's
in the middle of something there, Steve.
Ellis Walker says, let's see what happens tonight, and let's see who the new Bachelorette is. Now, if he does ask Lauren, and Lauren says no, now she could be the new Bachelorette.
That's right.
Because she's a
That's
little more
right.
interesting from what I've seen from
Yep.
you guys than Becca.
That would be a great twist.
Sienna.
You heard it here.
Cien.
Yeah, Cien. Cien's gonna be the next Bachelorette. Trust
Cien?
me. She's this beautiful.
Okay, so that's a
Who was
cliffhanger.
that? Who was that
Who is
22-year-old girl? That real young girl. Hey,
Oh, thank you.
the other Becca.
The other Becca.
Crazy.
So write us in.
People don't
Okay,
like
guys. Who do you want to see as the new Bachelorette? Write me. We'll do
But
a
the other
poll right
Becca's
now.
going to be on the crazy one by the water.
Oh.
Bachelor House.
Paradise.
Paradise.
Paradise. I love Bachelor House. Paradise.
We are live. Digital producer Kelly Schubert with news at this moment.
Just in, TMZ reports cops are searching Heather Locklear's home after her domestic violence incident last week. During that incident, Locklear reportedly told police if they ever came back to her house, she'd shoot them. So police got a search warrant to try and find a weapon, but TMZ reports they didn't find what they were looking for. Heather wasn't home at the time. She's reportedly at a medical treatment facility. We'll keep you updated. Erica, back to you.
Wow. Well, Al Jackson takes Jeff Schroeder on a rejuvenating experience that's made them look and feel years younger in today's two-man crew. Enjoy.
We're here. I told you. This is a bar. It's just going to be a different experience.
You think we made happy hour?
I don't think so. Jeff, this is a man spa. I met Angel when I first came here.
Men come to me for two reasons. One, their girlfriends and their wives make them. Or two, because more and more men nowadays are wanting good skin.
With men, we put our face through like a pound. We shave every day. You know, oh, look at that. I can't even talk to him.
So things you can do to take care of your skin is use medical grade products, keep it simple, come in every so often. I'm gonna start off with dermaplaning Jeff first.
What's that?
Dermaplaning, I use a surgical blade.
No, are you
Don't be
serious?
scared, just taking off all that dead skin.
Al, is there a knife on my head right now?
I think this is how they killed Al Capone.
With pain comes beauty.
Right.
So what are you thinking about while I'm going through this pain?
I'm thinking about how much I appreciate you trusting me. Jeff, take my hand. Walk with me.
Such a bromance, I love it.
How red's my face right now?
This is using a mechanical machine to suck out the bad and push in the good ingredients, basically.
You got red lasers on your head.
I love it.
So this is red light therapy. It helps calm the skin down, which you do need. You put on these robes and I'll meet you in the next room.
Jeff, just tell me this. What are we gonna tell our male friends?
They're missing out.
Yeah, they are.
Ow! Could your robe be any shorter?
Your wire was hanging out.
Wow!
No, the actual
Erica
wire.
Cobb.
The wire from
This
the
is
microphone.
a family show.
All right, we got to get out of here. Media Maven Ebony Steele has a new trending story coming in hot.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. The Merriam-Webster Dictionary has added over 800 new words and definitions. A few of these are pretty surprising. Check them out. Some of the new words are cryptocurrency, a currency that only exists digitally. Chiweenie, a Chihuahua and a Dachshund mix. Dumpster fire, an utterly mismanaged situation. Glamping, outdoor camping with amenities and comforts. And finally, mansplain, to explain something to a woman in a condescending way. Y'all get that? You got it? Okay. DBL Nation, did you know all of these words? Huh? Did you know it? Back to you.
Those are some good ones they
I
added.
didn't know. Yeah, there was some good ones.
Dumpster fire?
It's legit now.
I thought that's been a thing, though.
No. We love your
dumpster's been
viral
on
videos
fire.
like this little lady who's bit off more than she could chew when she asked her mom to try wasabi. Wait for it. Wait for it.
No.
Wasabi. Do you want to try it? Help.
Promotional consideration.
Hey everyone, it's Connor Ashley from the digital team. So trending right now on Twitter is this pretty cool moment backstage at the Oscars. So before the Oscars on Sunday, Naomi Campbell actually taught P. Diddy how to pose. So they had this little session here in the mirror, and she was just, teaching him how to pose for the red carpet. It was a pretty cool moment, and it's trending huge on Twitter right now. So if you want to see the video for yourself of that little bit behind the scenes moment, head over to Twitter and check it out.
Hey guys, so I don't know if you actually knew, but it is National Oreo Day, and guess what DBL has? We have a social video when we were guessing the mystery Oreo flavor. Now, Kelly Schubert actually called this mystery Oreo flavor months before they actually announced the right one. Let's get a reaction on her.
I didn't win the $50,000.
She did not. But if you guys want to go see that little vintage throwback, but they also have an article coming up today about the optimal time to dunk your Oreo in milk. And they say that is 3 seconds for prime milk to Oreo ratio. I don't know how I feel about this. I think it depends on how, saturated you want the cookie. Yeah, but it is Milk's favorite cookie. It is National Oreo Day, so DBL Nation, let us know how you are dipping. All right, guys,
Well, I
we
get
will
the
catch
double
you
stuff.
tomorrow in the shows.
And then I put them together.
He's commenting
Oh my
on
God,
the
that's
kind
too
of
much.
Oreos he
They
likes.
have mega stuff now where it's like double mega stuff. That's too much. But I like to let them get really soggy, and then sometimes I get a spoon and then eat it off the bottom.
DBL Nation, let us know if that's really gross.
Look at Connor.
It's delicious.
All right, we have 2 funny moments, but one is just a photo for you, Sam.
Oh,
So check this out.
Thank you.
How did you spot that?
I'm just saying Photoshop.
She has great. She doesn't miss
That was like that. What's that magazine where you had a circle?
Highlights.
Yeah, it was like a highlight.
Yeah.
Sam was about to make
Well
fun of me.
done, dog,
Let's watch this video.
Well, there's a famous dog ready to make a comeback. It's not Lassie or Rin Tin Tin. Here's a clue. It's Blue.
What is that noise?
It's Blue.
All right, settle down. It sounds like we're back at the. You were trying to make fun of me, and I was making fun of you.
You gave up on life.
I didn't know what that noise was.
Sam, do it one more time.
What is that, you guys? No, is that Blue's Clues?
All right, we're putting a tent on this circus. The stories never stop, and we don't either. We are live on YouTube and Facebook. Keep the conversation going. Happy Tuesday, everybody.